Hello everyone. We are live with the paper analysis of IIM Bangalore. IIM Bangalore has shared its sample paper now, and we have seen quite a few surprises in the paper. So let's see what kind of things we see, and this is the general idea of the paper. So the first section is English. We never thought they are going to give us sectional time limit, but they have actually given it. So what we are going to do, we are going to convert couple of mocks according to this pattern that they have released. So currently one mock, so basically we had 10 mocks. Out of 10 mocks, we have given 9 mocks, and 10th mock is going to be in this pattern, and remaining out of the remaining mocks, I think we are going to convert 3 or 4 mocks in the similar pattern. So you can again go back and write those the 2-3 mocks. So eventually you are going to have 3-4 mocks in next 5-6 days. So I think that is it. Now, in English, we had 15 questions. Every question contains 3 marks, and sectional time limit is 30. The paper is, the difficulty level is moderate. Number of doable questions is 12. The time is too much in English. Uh, in AR and LR, there are 15 questions. Marks are 45. Sectional time limit is 30. 13, 14 questions are doable easily. QA, DIDS, and we have this is 1 hour section, and the total marks are 90, and 23 questions are doable in this. Now, Siddharth sir, what's your opinion about verbal? You have seen verbal, and
To be very honest, I see all the three sections I have seen, and I think that verbal was not very easy. I mean, not difficult also, but moderate to difficult, I will say. There were 8 questions that were based on passages, 2 passages, small passages, but one passage it had lot of difficult words. So vocab, if you are not good at vocab, that reading that passage would have been difficult. Although questions were not very difficult, but we need to understand that we are talking about, class, most of the students would be class 12th students, or maybe just past class 12th, maybe 6 months back. So they are not well used to maybe reading those kind of stuff. That was one challenge. There were two grammar questions. One on identifying the adverb, and one was on sentence correction, which was also of grammar. Those two questions also required, at least adverb one was you know uh, somebody with deep knowledge of parts of the speech would have been able to solve it. um, Fill-ups, both were fairly easy. The sentence completion one. Then there was one question, I think, that was on identify the wrong statement. I will say moderate. So overall, I would say that yes, 12 attempt, I will say हो सकता था, and इसमें 2-3 गलत भी होंगे. So what we are saying is this is not net, right, Shashank? Or you are saying this is net, correct?
out of this, I would say around 12 to 13 were easily doable.
Yeah,
And
these are doable, na, but people will commit mistakes.
And
Yeah.
Siddharth, just one point in VARC, what I felt that all questions, first of all, this 30 minutes I think was extra time given. If you knew the answers, you'll do it. If you do not, if you're not sure about the answer, suppose adverb wala you are not sure, then you are just guessing it out. I think time given was more. So what I feel in actual mock, there could be questions which are slightly more difficult. Maybe so as to engage the student, maybe the word number of words in passage could be more. That is my first take. That time limit 30 minutes for 15 questions is slightly higher. The first point is that out of I think 12 is a good scene. I think 3 questions, what questions they will leave out because they have 30 minutes. They may not leave out much, but in my opinion, if you do 15 questions, there's a huge probability they'll get that you'll get approximately 5 to 6 wrong. because questions were tricky, as Siddharth sir was saying, and I agree with him fully. That student might be, tempted to attempt all 15 questions. Though 12 is okay. If you do not know, you're not attempting, that's a good case. But if you attempt 15 questions, then there's a huge chance of getting around six wrong. So nine correct, six wrongs. That is a kind of an average kind of scene, which I see for a class 12th student taking this mark. What is your take, Siddharth sir and Shashank sir?
I agree, completely agree. In reading comprehension, there were at least 3 to 4 questions in which options were pretty confusing, very close. I remember the title one, the appropriate title, the parenting one. And
Correct.
since they have not given the answer key, so it's everybody's guess. I mean, this is okay, what could be the right answer. So this was not very easy. This was moderate to difficult, definitely. And I completely agree that out of 12, 9 is something that a good student will get right, and that's a good score. So 9 right and 3 wrong. That's a very good score in this section.
Okay. Now let's move towards LR section, LRAR, data arrangement. We had two sets, odd one out four. Seating arrangement is one, directions is one, blood relation is one, Venn diagram is two. So basically, directions, blood relation, and Venn diagram, I always find these questions are extremely easy. Whatever you make, it is going to be easy. Analogy is again an analogy is part of your that alphabetical problems. So again, I would say that's easy. uh, Statement assertion, I think that is one question that I have no idea about. I haven't read gone through that question. The seating arrangement was, I would say, that's a little lengthier one, but if you spend some time you are going to get it right. Data arrangement, one was easy, one was lengthy, and that was unnecessarily lengthy. So I'm going to say that there is only one question that's doable. So that is 12. 12 questions are there that are doable. So this is the overall idea of the exam. We were expecting more critical reasoning type of questions in LR section, but generally it is full of AR, analytical reasoning. There is less of verbal reasoning kind of thing, statement, assumption, syllogism. We were expecting Siddharth sir. You were
Yeah.
also expecting these kind of things,
I,
but
I I think not very happy with the kind of sample paper that they have given for logical reasoning. Because lot of questions on odd one out, the alphabetical series kind of question. 4 question out of 15 is too much for that. If I'm not wrong, there was one question in the other also. In total, there were 5 questions based on alphabets.
yes,
Correct.
yes.
Correct.
Yeah. And
Uh,
data sufficiency, I think students may have not seen those kind of questions earlier. So that would
Correct.
have been something that would have been a little much novelty factor for the students. And that requires some kind of a skill, data sufficiency, because a lot of time both A and B are required. Then we also need to, evaluate whether one statement was enough to answer the question. So those questions are a little bit tricky, but I think that for 30 minutes time, it is doable that way. There wasn't, I think, anything like that. Ki time kam padega wala issue.
Absolutely. And one more thing, I think I have 2 points in LR. First point is that I think sitting arrangement, in my opinion, for a class 12th student who's not used to doing such questions, it could be termed as difficult, not moderate. And the second one, I think they have given Venn diagram questions only for illustration purpose. They will not give such kind of a question in examination. I mean, those were hilariously simple because they were asking you to locate a particular zone out of those, 8 zones. I mean, students, I think that was only for illustrative purpose. So we should not take it literally that such questions will come. A little bit of, computation, a little bit of manipulation will be
no,
there
sir.
in actual. That is what I feel. Teacher,
No,
which is
sir.
engineer,
I would
not. I think that's pilot. That's a bit of a stretch. Very
I
easy.
would say
Please.
I would say that these kind of questions we have seen in the exams like GIPMAT. You
Ha,
just
yes,
locate
yes.
the point. So basically, in LR, they are going. So basically, whatever easy thing they are giving in LR, they are going to compensate everything in quant. So they are
Okay.
saying just locate the data. Okay, that is
I
LR.
see.
Then they are going to say, okay, now find out now, what is the number of terms, and that is in quant. So in LR, I have seen only these kind of questions. They don't ask set theory questions in this in AR. So basically, I think they might ask. This is just a sample paper. So what they are going to do in the actual exam, no one knows. But
Nobody knows.
yes, मोटा मोटी इतना ही आइडिया है कि हाँ इस टाइप की चीज आ सकती है सो
Yeah.
दिस इज
They have
व्हाट
given the range of the questions. One thing that I will like to point out for the students is that if we compare the three sections, है ना, तो in the next week or so, वो कौन से सेक्शन में मेहनत करके रिजल्ट सबसे बेहतर कर सकता है इज द लॉजिकल रीजनिंग ओनली. Because if
Absolutely.
I talk about the VARC section, vocab, grammar एक वीक में कितना improve होगा. Quant definitely इतना vast है कि I don't see a chance कि कोई उसमें बहुत ज्यादा improvement होगा. But logical reasoning is one section which is new for everyone, or at least not a subject in the schools that is being taught. So if they can prepare for logical reasoning, then the returns could be maximized.
I fully agree with Siddharth. I think he has just nailed it. In last week, the area to focus upon is logical reasoning. Absolutely correct. Students who are watching this, please take a note of it. Siddharth sir had just given you a ZEM that if you have to focus your 40% of your time, focus on logical reasoning. I think one more point which I would like to bring to students' notice that this exam has 2 minutes per question. All those IPMAT, JIPMAT, they would be somewhere around 1 minute, 1.33 minutes per question. What is my guess, unless and until examiners or examining authorities are not very rational, they will not give same level of paper and both kind of entrance examination, which has a 1 minute per question and 2 minutes per question. I think question will be slightly lengthier. That is my guess. But most of the examination taking authority don't behave rationally, and they don't take question per minute kind of a situation. But if I take my rational assumption correctly, both of you please comment on this. I think compared to IPMAT and surely compared to JIPMAT, this will be a tougher examination because you have 2 minutes per question. Whereas in those examination, that much per question time is not available. I don't know. That is my take on this. Shashank, Siddharth, anything? Shashank, Siddharth?
I think rationally they would, had they thought about it, then 50 questions for VARC doesn't make sense at all.
Correct.
Until unless they are hellbent that we will give four reading comprehension passages. If you are giving vocab and grammar 50% of the section, then what, 15 or 20 minutes time would have been good enough. 20, even 20 is good.
Yes.
So I don't think they have given it that much thought. I mean,
and
don't know.
and
Can't say.
one third of the
Few,
paper in
uh,
alphabet series.
Shashank, Shashank, few of my batchmates are currently at IIMB who will be teaching and making the papers. I'll take your guys' feedback to them कि आप लोग सोचते सोचते नहीं हो लगता है. Let us see
So
how it works out.
basically, again, as Siddhant rightly said, that one third question of alphabet questions in
Yeah.
sample paper is something that is never expected. There are variety of topics in analytical reasoning, and they have just given one thing. And so basically, as you have already said, Sharad sir, that they are going to change in the actual exam. Yes. But what are the changes that we
We
still
don't
don't
know.
know? We are going to know after the exam only, right?
Correct.
So now let's move to point section. So basically, Sharad sir, this is for you because I think you have made this. Um,
So
so
I think whatever we have said till now, it is like before pre-interval picture कुछ दूसरा था and post-interval picture कुछ दूसरा है, right? अचानक से दिलवाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे से हॉरर मूवी आ गई है थोड़ी सी. I think for the students who have not taken maths, who have only taken applied maths, trigonometry is a pain point. and they have trigonometry in this. Secondly, I think who are only have only doing maths, for them I think it is not such a difficult paper. It will be a moderate paper. I have done the analysis of class 10th, class 11th, class 12th. Class 10th, they have approximately 9 questions. It is here. It is in front of you. So this is a good slide. I think इसमें थोड़ा सा correction needed है, Siddharth. If you can use, Shashank, if you can use your pen. Class 12th were 4 questions, and class 11th were also 9 questions. This is 4 question, and class 11th is also 9th question. So this is how it looks like. The paper is 10th syllabus is basically ratio proportion, profit and loss, averages, all those things which we teach in general aptitude or even on CAT quant or even BBA quant, whatever. So those are the questions. And the
So,
best part of this is just one
Sharat,
statement. Siddharth.
I would,
Shashank.
I would like to add one thing before, so that people are not confused. This is 22 plus 8, and this is
Correct.
44 plus 16, because this section contains 30 questions, and we are talking
Very nice.
about 22 quant questions. 8 questions means 2 DI sets.
2 days.
That we are going to talk about later on. So basically, it is actually 30 questions, and out of 30, 22 questions are from maths or aptitude, and 8 questions of DI. And we are expecting close to 16 minutes you are going to spend in the DI set. So that's the reason we have taken 22 questions and 44 minutes. So don't be confused that it's 22 question section. No, it's 30 question section, and time allotted is going to be 60 minutes. So this is what we are talking about. Okay, that's it, Sharat sir. Over to you.
Wonderful, 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 Shashank. मैं तो उसी क्वांट में ही चला गया था. But let's talk about this horror movie. There are 8 questions from DI and 22 questions from quantitative aptitude. This quantitative aptitude, if we take 10th, 11th, 12th wise, it is 994. 10th is 9, 12th is 9, 12th, 11th is 9, and 12th is 4. So what does it actually tells us? Uh, it is at the end of the day 8 to 12 in the ratio of 10th and higher maths. So first point to be noted, 40% 10th and around means 9, 4, 12, 13. Let us not go into that exact maths. In my opinion, that is the kind of format they're looking for. 40% 10th and 60% 12, 60% 11th and 12th, which we call higher maths, right? Now this class 10th questions, out of 9 class 10th, 9 this questions which were there, out of 9 questions which were there, I think all easy questions. I think one question of relation was easy, equivalence relation of class 12. Otherwise, all 3 out of 4, 3 questions easy question were from class 10th syllabus. So that relation question was very easy, except that I think paper was moderate to difficult. There are few questions which requires a lot of computation. So what you can do, what I suggest, that please, if you're preparing for this examination, be on a lookout for class 10th syllabus questions. You will find easy questions over there. Please do them without fail. It means that if you have to revise, if you have a video access to the sessions, please do your ratios, proportions, averages, profit and loss. Profit and loss, I think there were 2 questions. Averages, there were 2 questions. Though a few of those questions were easy. Those are doable questions, in my opinion. Even time, speed, distance was also moderate. That also can be done. I think time and work, unfortunately, in this paper was difficult one. I think it was a pretty difficult one. So focus in coming days in that 10th syllabus, it will yield benefit. And also one more thing which I feel, they have not given integration in the paper. They said calculus. They have given application of derivative question. And maze ki baat ye hai, the interesting point is that they have given two questions from application of derivative, which has been removed from NCRT books, which is slope of tangent and slope of normal. After COVID, it is not being taught. So I think it is just for the illustration purposes they have given this question paper. They have not looked what they have
I
recently
hope they know
rationalized.
that it has been removed.
They will know. It has been rationalized, as they say. I don't know what is the rationale, but they say it has been rationalized. This syllabus, and they have removed the slope of tangent from application of derivative, and they have given two questions: slope of tangent and slope of normal. Both can be given. Both can be done if you differentiate and so on and so forth. My idea is that out of how many 22 questions, if a kid does somewhere around 10 to 12 question, he is in the range. What do I mean by range? In my opinion, what this admission webinar has told us, that for 80 admissions they are going to call 500 students. He has told in that webinar that he will call around 500 students. In my opinion, there will be not more than 10,000 students which will be taking this exam, right?
Uh,
So Sashank,
I
500
would
is
say
fixed, 10,000 is opinion.
I would say that not more than 5,000, because they suddenly launched the exam, and they didn't
Okay.
had deadline for a long time. So I think approximately 5 to 6,000 people. So if you are standing at top 10%, or I would say 90 percentile and above, more likely you can expect a call in
I
this.
agree with
Siddharth,
Shashank, sir. 5,000 type ही होगा.
5,000 ही होगा.
Hmm.
मेरे को लगता है ये जो मैट वगैरह देते हैं पेपर या जो देते हैं थोड़े से मेट्रो से आते हैं. If that is around 18,000, it could be
नहीं तो
late
इसमें सर
single digit.
नॉन मैथ्स वाला
Late
हट गया
single
ना.
digit. हाँ,
नॉन
ये
मैथ्स
भी
हट
एक.
ही गया पूरा का पूरा.
हाँ,
Non
तो
maths
if
वाला
फिफ्टी
मैट
हट गया
परसेंट क्राउड
नहीं.
तो वही हट गया. 40
नहीं
50% वो हट गया.
yes, yes. So let's say 5,000. 500 out of 5,000. So you're basically talking about 90 percentile. 90 percentile mein, and if the maths kits are also there, I think 10 questions, 12 questions done, 2 questions wrong could be a very good attempt for 90 percentile.
Correct.
What is your call, Shashank, in this?
Same thing. I would say anyone who's attempting, if any someone who's attempting 10 questions, that is from aptitude itself,
Yes,
and
only.
they leave, and probability, permutation, those kind of questions. So 10, 11 questions from there, and 8 questions of data interpretation. So basically 18, 19 questions is going to be, I think, reasonable attempt. Doesn't make a difference a student is from maths background or non-maths background.
Absolutely. I think DI also, the second set of pie chart was slightly, cumbersome.
Is
Students
calculator
might get
allowed,
confused.
Shashank?
No,
Then this might be
a
what we
little
are
more.
saying might be little high. Yeah. Because it requires calculation. थोड़ा मतलब numbers इतने cute numbers नहीं थे.
Huh.
So I think so. Let us say overall 6 questions in DI and 10 in this. 16 is a kind of a good scene in quant. What do you say, Shashank and
Correct.
Siddharth? If you
Yeah, I agree.
16
Oh,
questions
Sixteen,
और उसमें 4
17.
गलत हो
मतलब
गए.
anyway 13, 14
no,
net correct is good.
calculator is
हाँ Shashank.
allowed. Krishna, I have checked. Oh
Calculator
yeah,
is allowed.
calculator
I
is
agree.
allowed. I'm sorry,
Calculator is
I'm
allowed.
sorry. That's my fault.
Oh, allowed है.
Calculator is
ठीक है.
allowed.
ठीक है.
I tell you,
हाँ तो
calculator
उसका
का
help
सबसे
होगा.
अच्छा कैलकुलेटर का सबसे अच्छा यूज उसमें देखा था वो जो there was a question on depreciation which is actually a percentage question.
Yes.
In that some arbitrary numbers were there 109350 and
हाँ
79261.
वो
You get around
compounded वाला था. Population वाला.
72.9%, which is 9 by 10. Unless and until you use computer, you will struggle. So computer given, matlab, like IIM Kosiko paper, computer is there. Sorry, calculator is there and it is mandatory to use in certain questions. So that is what I feel.
Hmm.
So
And I
इसमें
would say one more thing. I have just checked the data. So IIM Bangalore has given the official notification that they have received 12,000 applications
Yay! 10,000 is the figure.
Wow.
So why I was saying, let me rub the salt to this question. Why I'm saying, because IPMAT kids are generally elite kids, and IPMAT में higher maths आता है. So if there is 18,000, it makes sense to be around 10,000. गांव देहात और कानपुर शानपुर में मैथ इतना ज्यादा अभी मेरे को नहीं लगता प्रचलित है, या लोग जानते हैं, और पीपल आर अवेयर ऑफ इट. दे आर नॉट, राइट. इट इज LST of 2007, लॉ एग्जाम ऑफ 2007, बट इट इज गोइंग टू एक्सप्लोड. ये कर ले, फिर मेरा एक व्यू है इसमें कि क्या हो रहा है, या जो मेरे को लगता है ये पेपर, इफ यू टेक दिस पेपर and take LR paper, right? Tell me one thing, how it is different from UT Maths, CUT GT combined together. I think in both the examinations, similar kind of skills are getting checked. Point number one, it is a same mirror reflection of Siddharth. I don't know whether you're from science background, Shashank is. If you go to my era, that time DCE used to have separate examination, BITS used to have separate examination, RECs used to have separate examination, J used to have separate examination. Everybody was checking the same thing. Here also, CUT Maths and General GT and English. This also same thing, right? I mean, they will converge at a time. The best part for students, whosoever is listening to this, boss, whether your target institute is Shahid Sukhdev, or your target institute is IIMB, or your target institute is IIM Indore IPM, the same thing is getting tested. LR of this kind, English of that kind, and quant of horror kind, which is having 50%, 40% of 10, and remaining of that, and two data sets. That's a kind of a format, and many more IIMs will come in this. BBA field, as GP is telling, Shivku is telling, and all my friends in other test prep is telling. It is similar kind of things are getting tested across. So if you're taking this test, preparing for this test, it is a simulation for preparing for IPM. It is a simulation for preparing for CUET. I was teaching for higher maths, Shashank, अपना
Yes.
students को IPM में. They said, sir, your sessions are very useful for my board preparation and CUT mathematics.
Yes. It is.
So I mean, there's a huge overlap and intersection in three way of testing, which is CUT Maths, GT English, IPMAT, and this. I will leave aside GIPMAT. GIPMAT is a slightly lower based kind of exam.
Yes.
Make sense, or any points on that front?
No, no, no. So,
Shashank, Siddharth, your point of view on
Yeah.
that?
No, fine. We can continue.
so now let's go through few questions and see what they have asked. 15 questions, 30 minutes. Now this was, I think, logical chronology and
No,
I
this
think
is
20 pages behind.
grammar. Hai.
Oh yeah, this is grammar. Sorry. Oh yeah, correct tense. So this is a grammar.
Yeah,
Then we have this one.
had and that wala question is.
Hmm.
This was an easy
ठीक है,
question,
ये
Siddharth.
contextually easy था, कोई problem नहीं होना चाहिए.
This was very easy question. Yeah.
Sir, what would be the answer of this one?
Disrupted
This
the
should
proceedings.
be B.
Disrupted the proceedings.
Okay. This is a
Easy
good
था,
teacher.
1 होना चाहिए. A.
Empathy it will be.
No,
A.
empathy से ही fit हो जाएगा सब.
So basically, first word is different in all the options. As soon as someone gets the first word and they got the answer. Now, this is a passage. So, and generally, we have seen reading comprehensions with multiple paragraphs. Now, if you see, they have given this in a single paragraph and too much to read. And they have
very difficult words, as Siddhartha has pointed out. Benediction, sagacious, austere. He is absolutely right on that front.
So it is going to be.
क्वेश्चन वन का बेटा आंसर जो था वो हैड वाला था, जो सा भी ऑप्शन था.
Yes, sir.
आई डोंट
It was
रिमेम्बर द
had.
एग्जैक्ट वन.
Yeah, yeah.
Question
Had.
number
So
one.
first one check कर लो had वाला.
सी है मेरे
So
ख्याल से ना,
See,
सब हैड.
see. The researchers had.
this is had. No, it's not C. This is have. No. Yeah,
है ना,
that is
सी तो
C.
है, सी है, सी.
Yes,
It
yes.
is a chronology, so C is the answer. They have already
Okay.
left.
Now we have austere, antonym of the word.
This is a tough question.
This is a tough
एक्चुअली
question.
एग्जैक्ट एंटोनिम कोई सा है ही नहीं.
है ही नहीं इसमें, but I think acquiescent would be the best one to convey
वही
the
मतलब ऑस्टेरिटी इज समथिंग जो कम में करना है,
sacrifice,
सिंपल
leaving
लिविंग
out.
काइंड ऑफ थिंग.
Correct.
तो थोड़ा ट्रिकी है, कुछ इसमें है नहीं.
I agree. Acquiescent could be the only one which can be. Obstinate is actually synonym kind of stuff.
Oh, obstinate.
सी और डी तो नहीं है.
Oh,
मैं
Obstinate नहीं है. Obstinate तो एकदम same है.
callous नहीं है.
Callous
जिद्दी
भी
है.
नहीं है.
ऑब्स्टिनेट का मतलब जिद्दी है. कैलस इज इमेच्योर.
Callous
Okay,
is
so
also without emotions.
they have
He
made a
has a
question
callous attitude.
that has too much ambiguity. So this one,
इसका है 3,
odd
सेंटेंस
enough.
3, मतलब ऑप्शन ए.
I agree because they started talking about oceanic ecosystem, which is broadening
Three.
the
बाकी सब सिटीज और लैंड के बारे में.
urban planning.
Okay. Again, it's a passage.
एक चीज नोटिस करना है इस पैसेज में, क्वेश्चन नंबर 9, 10 और 11 तीनों सेम है. ये आइडेंटिफाई द टाइटल है. एक अगला जाओ. सेलेक्ट द समरी इज सेम एज टाइटल. अगला इसके बाद वाला 12.
The passage argues fulfillment
इसके
of the
बाद वाला,
child
बाद वाला,
Next.
इसके बाद वाला एक करो. हाँ, ये मोस्ट
central
एक्यूरेटली
thesis.
कैप्चर्स द सेंट्रल थीसिस ऑफ द पैसेज. तो ये तीन
So
सेम
summary
है.
and central thesis are same thing, na?
सब सेम है. टाइटल भी उसी को रिफ्लेक्ट करना चाहिए.
So this is something they have made something, and no one knows.
ये इजी है. डी.
Legacy.
Only confusion, Siddharth, only confusion will happen in history and legacy, but it is legacy, not history, because it is something related to cultural
ये
thing.
ट्रिकी था. डी होना चाहिए इसका, बट
बहुत.
ग्रामर को लेके मैं कभी कभी वो होता हूँ डाउटफुल.
I think scene से relate कर रहा है, you're right. Scene से relate कर रहा है, which is a verb, so adverb will be since scene. Scene since, so it will be D. That is how it can be taught.
The last one.
This is very easy, comprehensively easiest. A.
So basically, there are a couple of questions that are easy, and rest of them are not.
Yeah.
Now, this is a question of data sufficiency. I think fourth option is not there. So there are 5 boxes, PQRS, and
आई थिंक सेकंड स्टेटमेंट से आ जा रहा है. बी अलोन से आ जाएगा, मतलब टू अलोन से आ जा रहा है. मैंने बस यही बनाया था लॉजिकल का एक, बाकी छोड़ दिया था देख के ऊपर से.
So 2 alone is sufficient. So basically, whenever we solve the question of data sufficiency, always remember your job is not to get the answer. Your job is to figure out with which statement we can get the answer. This one among 6 people sitting not. So basically, again, you have to make arrangements for it. It is going to take a couple of minutes, and you will get it. You will be knowing the answer. Now, in this, I'm not going to answer any question. I'm simply going to tell that whenever you see these kind of questions, always remember that convert alphabets into corresponding numbers, and you are going to see the answer clearly in front of your eyes. So G is 7.
And शशांक इसमें वो इजोटी एक बार एक्सप्लेन मतलब बोल देना चाहिए. इजोटी करके वो याद रखते हैं. E is 5th, J is 10th, O is 15th. So that T is 20th, Y is 25th.
No,
So sequencing of number is becomes easy. That's a acronym used for sequencing, a numbering of alphabets.
sir, what I do when I go to exam, any exam, fine, and I get the rough sheets. So in first 2 minutes, what I do, I write all the corresponding alphabets and numbers.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's phenomenal.
मैं भी ये
And
करता था
Great.
एज ए स्टूडेंट आई यूज्ड टू डू दिस
no, I'm
पहले ही
still
लिख
Good,
doing.
लेता
good,
था
I'm
good.
still doing, so that's it. Today I
अभी क्या है देखो
wrote.
कैट में देखो आप स्नैप दे रहे हो कैट में ये पूछेगा नहीं मेरे को पता है तो ये करता
नहीं
नहीं मैं
पूछेगा।
क्लैट में ये पूछेगा नहीं तो मैं नहीं करता
ठीक है।
बट एज ए स्टूडेंट दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी दे नीड टू डू करना चाहिए
Uh, Now, if you are going to see the difference, this is going to be what? This difference came out to be 4. This difference came out to be 7. This difference came out to be 9. If you see difference comes out to be 4, difference comes out to be 19, and this difference comes out to be what? uh, n- uh, Again 17.
17.
But if you see, this is 4, this is 7, and this is 9. So the first one and third one matches. So which one is odd one out? That is going to be option B. So how you can get the answers? If you convert the alphabets in corresponding numbers, answers will be visible to you. So in the following series, again, we get the same thing. Just write the alphabets, you will be getting the answer. Again, the same thing. And the worst part, in the sample paper, they have given so many questions on alphabets that looks very odd. And this is something that we have carpenters, teachers, drivers, and how many teachers are there such that
ये तो
who are also
शशांक हमारे
drivers.
दोनों मॉक में भी था ये वाला क्वेश्चन
uh, I'm not sure they have used our mock or not to see. So we got teacher and driver, but not carpenters. So basically, answer is going to be 41. So basically, these kind of questions are very easy. Again, this is something, and so basically, if you are writing all the alphabets and numbers corresponding to alphabet, so these type of questions are simply cakewalk. And this is an arrangement, so you are supposed to make the arrangements for all the floors, and it is going to take 2.5 minutes. Generally these kind of questions contain these kind of data sets contain 2 to 3 questions on them, but in this paper there is only one question that is given. So I won't say it's a good thing to look at. The same thing over here, there are two parallel lines, and these kind of arrangements are generally 2 to 3 questions, but again, only one question is there. This is simple question of blood relation. We have seen a lot of questions on blood relation. Same alphabet problem. Simple question of direction. You can just draw the diagram, get the answer. And again, in this, we are supposed to get 1 or 2 questions, but we are getting only one question. So that looks very odd. Same thing. And this is a question of statement and assertion type of thing. So this was all about uh, your uh, your reasoning section. Now we are going to move
Shashank,
towards.
Shashank, before we move to reasoning, before we move to quant reasoning, how many 15 out of 15? What is a good attempt? 12,
In this, I would say at least 12.
12, and three rounds.
Huh. So
Three or two to
basically,
three rounds.
the people where they can make a mistake in this one. So first of all, in this
Arrangement.
question, it is not talking about it's true. It is not true. So this is
Okay.
a question where they can make a mistake, and this is a question again where too much data is given. So people, and there is only one question. So people try to do it very fast, and they get something wrong, and they got the answer wrong. So basically, this is a second question where you can make a mistake, and blood relation question. There is too much information that is given. So in this section again, in this question again, we can make a mistake. Apart from that, I think everything is very easy.
Great.
Now this one, quant.
This is a set theory question, and if you just draw the Venn diagram, you will be able to answer this question, which is not equal to, of course, it will be B, because when you draw the diagram, you'll come to know कि B intersection C यदि A से हटाएंगे, then it is not, yeah, then you'll not get only A. So A minus B minus C is only A. Only A portion will come when you will remove B intersection C from A.
Hmm.
B, not B intersection C. You
So
have to
basically, this
remove
is the
B
answer.
union C. This is a, because there is a one zone which is left.
Right.
This is a question which tests actually. This will flip A union B cross B union A. It will be. And as we know in Cartesian product, number of element cardinality is actually number of elements. Number of elements of A cross B is equal to number of elements A into number of element of B. So A cross B is actually Cartesian product, in which no, your writing is wrong. Number of elements of A cross B is number of element A into number of element of B into number of element of B. This is not plus, this is multiplication into number of element of B. So as we know that they have given A union B. So A union B will have how many elements? 10. First of all, you need a formula. Write this as A union B cross
It is
B union A.
intersection.
That intersection will come inside and cross will come outside. There is a equality in which intersection will come inside and cross will come outside of the bracket.
You are
Now it
saying
becomes,
this.
yes. Now it becomes a simple question. 10
So
into
this is
10, which will be
instantly
100.
going to be 100.
Correct.
Nice.
But it might be difficult for students.
Yeah. If someone doesn't know about cardinality, it is going to be a difficult problem.
No, cardinality is, everybody will know. Cardinality is number of elements in a set. They
In a
will
sense.
not know this particular property that this
Yes.
will get redistribute. It could be a tough question. Next. This is simple, but your call, your genre, Shashank.
Sir,
80
but
is a cost price, 100 will be mark price. I remember this, 6061 is the answer. 80 is a mark price, and
no,
if you
look
multiply
at
by
the
5, that goes
options. If
100.
you just put 10 here and there,
Yes.
and as soon as I am
Mm,
going to see these two numbers, I am going to say either of the two numbers is going to be the answer.
correct.
And 10 here and there, and your answer is wrong.
Correct. But
So
I would treat this question as a moderate question, not a difficult question. But you can get confused what actually they're asking. The last line of this question, language is slightly confusing. It will come somewhere around 61.61 upon 80 minus 1 by 80, 100. So you might get slightly confused, divided by again 1 by 80. So you might get slightly confused, but it is a moderate question if you've done your profit loss correctly, and if you know what is the relation between cost price and mark price, and mark price and sales price. This can be done. In my
this
opinion, it
is,
is a moderate.
These type
but
of
But
questions, particularly in the last step, you will need calculator. उसके पहले तो ना लगे शायद.
नहीं,
नहीं होगा.
कैलकुलेटर नहीं लगेगा. कैलकुलेटर नहीं
लास्ट
लगेगा,
स्टेप पे
आई
भी नहीं
थिंक.
लगेगा.
ना, लास्ट स्टेप पे भी नहीं लगेगा. आई थिंक
शरद
बीच
सर,
वाले
आपकी
स्टेप में लग सकता
calculation is
है.
strong
19
नहीं.
into 19 में लग सकता है. 19
शरद
into
सर,
19 में लग.
शरद सर,
There
आपकी
are two
calculation is
successive
strong.
percentages. Shashank, successive percentage है 19 का. तो if kids have been taught successive percentage 19 plus 19 into 361 by 100, 41.61, they will not have difficulty. But yes, your call.
This
What
one,
do you say? What do you say about that question? Let's go to that question. Is it a
uh,
difficult question or moderate? I will say
sir,
moderate to difficult.
sir, I would
Moderate to
say
difficult.
lengthy, moderate to lengthy बहुत है ये.
हम्म.
Yes.
This is
ये छोड़ने का था.
ये बेकार है, ये कैट क्वेश्चन है.
ना, even cat में भी नहीं होगा किसी से. They are
I
going to
think
ask.
last question, Shashank, is also a cat question, no?
Yes. It is
Both are.
So, yeah, I'm going to read first two lines and going to leave this question. But
Same here.
ये
the
बनाने का था with calculator.
the but I'll tell
Yes,
you the reason.
Siddharth, absolutely. ये वाला
But
क्वेश्चन बिल्कुल करने का था विद कैलकुलेट. यस.
I'll tell you the reason I'm going to do the previous question, because I think I'm going to have a lot of time.
भाई
नहीं नहीं
भाई
शशांक,
बिकॉज
On
2nd
60
राउंड.
मिनट्स का टाइम है, 30 क्वेश्चंस है.
there
क्वेश्चन
are
ढूंढो.
other questions that I won't be knowing now. So my average time per
He has a
question is
point.
going to be higher.
Siddharth, he has a point. If this is a horror story kind of a scenario, you will have many questions
Hmm.
which you will not be able to attempt. So
And
ultimately, you will be left with time and work.
before we move forward, I would like to share one thing that I'm not sure we have shown it to anyone, but let me show you on the screen. And this is something that is very interesting, and I'm not sure students know about it. So just give me a moment. Uh, Let me share this thing. This is something, this is a screen that students have seen. And okay, I'm just
Shashank,
going
his
to
screen
share.
is not changing.
No, it's not changing because I am still sharing that thing. Okay, so now I am going to share my screen and show the paper. Fine. Is my paper visible to everyone?
No. Now it is. It is. Yes.
Okay. So basically, one very interesting thing you are going to see that
Yes.
you
Question paper.
have on the right hand side, you can go to any question, but in any section, there is a tab called question paper. Just click on that and you can see the whole paper over here. So this is something that I think you can follow, you can use, and this is something very important and very helpful in the exam. Because a lot of times what people do, people start solving one question, they got stuck to one question because they are unable to see the next question until they are going to click on next. So look at this, read it, and you can see 2 3 questions as it is, and you can scroll from here. And generally in on-screen exams, your keyboard is not allowed, so you have to use mouse, and you can go up and down and you can visit the whole section over here. So this is something I think that is a must use thing, and this is something you should do, and not a lot of people are aware about this. Sir, what's your take on this?
Yeah, this is very useful. In all the sections, in English section for reading comprehension, suddenly you find that the length of the passages, psychologically it creates a lot of impact. छोटा हो गया है. नहीं तो
and
scroll कर करके पढ़ो in the half screen. So
and,
that
and you
that
can
is
also read all the questions simultaneously in reading comprehension.
right, right. And even in logical reasoning, you can locate ना कि easy question कहाँ पर है. Same with quant.
Right. So this is something I would say that this is something that people should use. So I
Wonderful.
thought,
Wonderful, Shashank. Very good. I think we should use, especially it gives an idea which question to attempt, which question to not attempt. Only zarring thing I found that options were not visible in the question paper link. So if you want to not see the at all that is screen and only do on this question paper, the options were not available on the question paper. That was the only thing. But that's a wonderful thing that students should be told repeatedly, boss, use this feature. This can be extremely useful in examination hall.
so Noor is saying show it that to again. So Noor, this is the screen you are going to see. On the right hand corner, you are going to see two things above John Smith. One is instruction, second is question paper. So click on question paper, and there you are. You have everything, the whole section with you. Fair enough. So on the right hand side top corner, it's and it is always wise to use it. And this is there in approximately all the exams that talk about your what computer based test. Not that it is not true for the adaptive ones, but it is true for uh, all the computer based test.
Shashank,
Okay.
I will
Yes,
I will leave. right? I
Okay,
have
sir.
the CLAT exam tomorrow, but for final note, anyways, I'm not going to add much value because you two are giants of quant, so I have nothing
No,
in
sir.
that field.
I am
I mean, if I compare myself to you, that is, तो बाकी और कुछ नहीं. So my take is that in this section around 13, 14 net questions would have been very good. In the first section 9 and in the second section 10 to 11 net questions would have been very good. So I feel that would be the something if somebody gets that should expect the interview call.
yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you guys. All the best.
And the next section, next question, the value of the
Thanks, Siddharth.
item. Thanks, that's so the value of the item depreciate X% every year. Okay. The present value is this. So you can directly use a formula of what? Uh, mm, uh,
1 minus x ka whole square.
1
The
minus X
same thing,
depreciation
x
formula.
percentage is there, it is depreciating. So rather than saying plus x as we do in simple compound interest, we will say depreciation 1 minus x. So that is the formula which you have to use. Here, this value 79716.15 will be
Hmm.
equal to 109350 into 1 minus x ka cube, and you have to actually find two there. So just find x ka value. X ka value will come 9 by 10, 1 by 10. So basically 10% depreciate ho raha hai har saal. Now you can find the answer by 109,350 divided by 1 minus x ka whole square. X is 9 by 10. It will be 81 by 100. Just plug in your calculator 109350 into 100 by 81. You will get answer as 13500. Right. So it's the same thing of compound interest where you can do this question.
Right.
Chalo, let's move forward.
This one, just put the values. Put the values.
Yes,
You will get the answer.
correct.
Now it is saying 10-digit number is selected at random from the set of all possible 10-digit numbers. Sum of digits is odd. Okay.
In my opinion,
So
if it does not strike you, leave it. Otherwise, be a smart elect. Even and odd are equally probable. Put point 0.5 and move ahead.
yes, this one.
this is a question which is out of syllabus, right? Because students are generally not taught sin x and tan x expansion currently in NCRT. This question is of 30 seconds.
Sir,
If you know the
can't we
expansion of sin
differentiate?
x,
Can't we use a L'Hopital rule in this?
the L'Hopital rule in this hallucinates sometimes. In finding the value of x, most of the time it is advisable, and it can get you answers sometimes. Sometimes it will give you wrong answers. So it is not advisable to use.
L'Hopital doesn't.
These are
L'Hopital
these are
gives
the
us.
there
I
there
don't.
there are questions which have been come in competitive examination where using an L'Hopital rule will give you incorrect answer, where you have to find power of x.
But
Here
I think
you
that
might
is only
actually
in
get
IIT. In other exams, I think it works fine.
okay. The easy, so please use this L'Hopital rule, and the best one in this is if you know the expansion of sin x. Sin x ka expansion is x minus x cube by factorial 3 plus x raised to power 5 by factorial 5 by factorial 3 plus x raised to power 5 by factorial 5, so on and so forth. You don't need beyond this. If you're subtracting, this is sin x, if you're subtracting x from it, you will get x cube. X cube from this bracket, and tan x will leave you x. As we are always, we know that limit tan x by x is equal to 1. So tan x will leave you x. So x from tan x and x cube from sin x minus x will give you x ka power 4. So if you have x ka power 4 in denominator, then you'll get limit as 1, which is what written here, finite non-zero number. Because non-zero number is there, that is why people will make mistake if they put x is equal to 2. If you put x is equal to 2, limit will become 0. That is where L'Hopital will fail you.
Okay.
So it is not advisable to do this question unless and until you know this concept. I don't know why they have given this question.
Ask this
Anyway,
question.
uh,
This one
this is application of derivative question. This is y. It is not y minus. It is y is
y
equal to
equal to the slope of tangent is simple. Differentiate, you will get the
dy
answer,
by dx.
and that is equal to 2x.
2x
2x
plus
minus
4
plus
sin
4
x
sin.
plus 4 sin x. It's a difficult question. Now this will be equal to 0 when x is equal to 0. Khatam. The slope of tangent have to be maximum. So this needs to be maximum. So now right, slope of tangent is dy by dx. This needs to be maximized 2x plus 4 sin x.
Let's say that is m. M is equal to 2x plus 4 sin x, and
Yeah.
I need to maximize m.
And now
So
again you have to differentiate. Mhm.
that is
So
going to
this
be
will become
4
2
plus 4 cos
2
x.
minus 2 plus 4 cos x. Correct. Now cos x will come as equal to
Minus 1 by 2.
minus 1 by 2. Now this value of minus 1 by 2 will be obtained at
Cos
what point?
2.
It will be obtained as pi minus pi by 3, which is 2 pi by 3. So that is your answer, 2 pi by 3.
Okay.
It is pure differentiation question, but they have written slope of tangent, which is out of syllabus currently. So what do you feel this question is easy, difficult, moderate, Shashank?
I would say that's the way we have taught the students. I don't think this question should be difficult because basically I didn't teach, you taught it. So
वो कोई
I'm
स्टूडेंट है पूछिए उससे हाँ भाई नूर नूर विहान I know these student Nistula. Remember me from your higher math session. Is this question doable?
just differentiate, get the answer.
Okay, chalo, let's come to the next question.
Uh, we have a bag of tokens. Each token has m label m chosen from the square of first and natural numbers with a frequency of root m. What is the arithmetic mean on the labels? Okay,
This question, Shashank, go ahead.
sir. What I am going to do? I am going to assume the values.
Okay. I'll tell you this is a question from progression. If you do it by traditional method, then you tell your jugaad method. If you do by traditional method, then it is talking about first square. So basically it is talking about 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, up to n square. And the frequency of those number is 1, 2, 3 to n. So if you multiply, take fi xi, it will come cubes. 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube n cube. So in the numerator, it is fi xi ka sum, which is 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube, sum of cube, first cubes, divided by, of course, frequency, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n. As we know, sum of first cube n natural numbers is n square, n plus 1 ka whole square by 4. And sum of first natural number is n into n plus 1 by 2. So your answer will be D.
So what I am going to
Progression
do,
है but मुश्किल है यदि ऐसे करेंगे. Now see, Shashank will tell you a method by which you can just crack it. Haji.
first n natural numbers are there. I am simply going to say that there are, let's say, one
Fine.
number.
One number.
Fine.
Don't take even 4, 5. Take one.
No, one take one. And see, and there are how many labels we have? We have m labels, label m. So label has to be one only.
Correct.
Right. So put n equal to 1, and root m is also going to be 1, and check the values. Then m has to be integer, so take n is equal to 4, m also equal to 4, and see the answer. So basically, this is what I'm going to do. Nothing much.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct, Shashank. 1
Now,
into 1 plus 2 by 2 is 1. You will get your answer correctly.
so see which option. So I'm simply going to assume the values and eliminate the options.
So I think that's a very good way of doing both the methods, traditional and this. Traditional will take you more time, and this will just rock putting some value m 1 square and 2 square. That's it, and you'll get your answer. Wonderful. Let's come to this question. This is an easy question, Shushank.
This is easy question. Direct, you solve it, and I
100.
don't.
This is actually 100. Tuck, 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 and it will again come 100. Yes.
uh,
Yeah. This is a question which requires trigonometry.
uh,
1 minus cos x upon 1 plus cos x is written. You can do it by two ways. You can multiply both numerator and denominator with 1 plus cos x, but that will take time. You do one thing, 1 minus cos x, you write it 2 sine square x by 2. And 1 plus cos x, write 2 cos square x by 2. So, Shank, you can help. 2 sine square x by 2
2 sine
under
square
root
x.
2 sine square x by 2 upon 2 cos square x by 2. 1 plus cos x is 2 cos square x by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled,
So 10x by 2.
and this will become mod 10x. 10x by 2 mod. As we are talking about x is equal to pi by 3, this will be positive, so mod will get lost,
It is
and
going to
we
be
will get x by 2.
x by 2.
So y is equal to x by 2. Now the question is very simple. Okay, make sense? And
Yes.
normal will of course pass through the point at which normal is getting drawn. So y is equal to pi by 3, y is equal to x by 2. If x is pi by 3, y will be pi by 6.
And that is going to be option A.
Correct.
Yes.
So it is actually a inverse trigonometric function question,
Function.
which is in class 12th. This is a bit of
Partnership thing, and yes, the standard question of
computation. Answer
yes.
is divide by 3. You have to be on dot on the language. If you can work out what is written in the second line, while Q contributes twice as much as R, if you P and R, if you can
Yes.
create that, write everything in terms of Q, then you are good to go. You have to write
So
everything
if
in terms
I'm
of
simply
Q.
going to say that
Total
P
will be
plus R
3Q by
is equal to X, then Q is equal to 2X.
correct, correct.
So Q is
And write
actually,
everything in terms of Q. Write everything in terms of Q. It will help. P plus R will be Q by 2.
so basically Q is going to get 2/3 of the profit. P and R are going to get 1/3 of the profit. So difference comes out to be 1/3 of the profit. So
Correct,
one
correct.
third of this directly
One
the
third of
answer.
this. One third of this. Very nice.
There are 200 lines. Okay.
Simply, as soon as you read it, you have to ask your neighbor, which is sitting on left and right, please do this question. This is very easy, and you move to next question.
Hmm. Yeah.
No, what will you do, Shashank? Shashank, will you solve that problem?
I won't even read the question, and that is very beautiful. So,
I
uh,
know. That's simply a question with red flag. Don't do,
yeah.
don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. So I'll not mess with you. I'll move to the next question.
Yeah. And this is a question I can't solve because I can't see the data. In the exam itself, I was unable to see the data
I have seen
because
the data. I'll just tell them a few points. In pie chart, it is worth revising if degree conversion to percentage conversion.
percentages.
Huh.
So
So
basically,
if suppose 144 degrees given,
hmm,
144 degrees given, so, 36 is very good, and 144 will be 40%. So this
40%.
144 degree, Shashank, 144
No,
degree.
sorry.
So this is how this sum can be easily cracked.
Yes.
Not, but it is a confusing thing when you see the question. I think it will take time. You may not go wrong. Just see the question.
Yes.
I'll illustrate my point that you have to be careful with this question while doing it. And all of you are seeing this session. Shashank sir is writing. Please note this degree to percentage conversion.
So generally, what happens? People get
I by 18.
54
My
degrees.
basic funda is Shashank, kilometer per hour to meter per second जो conversion होता है, that same conversion is written 5/18, 5/18.
5/8.
It is just a mnemonic. I mean, you may remember it, you may not. Next one.
This the questions on the graph itself. So there are going to be 4 questions. Then 19. I think that was. I think did I miss out the
That
data
was
in?
misplaced.
I think this is the next set.
This set.
Yeah, this set. The data is okay. So number of
This
students
is
is given
easy as well.
percentage. Percentage of boys is given. So basically, you already know the percentage of girls. So in first school, in S1 school, there are 40% boys. So number of girls are going to be 60% of 120. That is
60%.
going to be
Wonderful,
120.
wonderful.
So by doing that, you can make a table with number of people, and that is going to give you answers for every question. This set is extremely easy. So you are supposed to spend 5 minutes in making the table, and then in next 2 minutes you are just going to mark the answers. That's
Absolutely correct.
this one. The perimeter of regular hexagon and regular octagon is equal. Okay, find the ratio of areas. Okay, so basically, I don't I don't use Trigo much in this, but without Trigo, I think I can solve it.
Yes, yes. Without Trigo, if you know the formula for octagon area, you can solve it directly.
No, even without the formula, Sharad sir, I solved it.
You can solve it. I agree with you fully. I agree with you fully.
I just draw squares, rectangles, and all those things. So what I do, I draw it like this. I draw it like this. So if this side is A,
Great,
so this
great.
is A. So this is going to be a square. So area is A square. This is A. So this is going to be A by root 2. A by root 2. So
सही है.
its area becomes A square by root 2. Now A square by root 2 into 4. And accordingly, we can find out these areas as well. And that's it. Got the answer. So I don't think it is going to be okay. It is going to be lengthy, right? A geometric progression in the first term is a common ratio is r, that is r is less than 1, and sum to infinity is s. Okay, now again it is
This
I think
this
a lot of
question
the
is
students have done similar type of questions, right?
Shashank. This question is reading comprehension question.
This is a reading comprehension.
If you can write whatever is written in a mathematical language, the second step it will get solved.
Yes.
AR is equal to A upon R minus 1. That is all you have to write. That's it. 1 minus
Hmm.
R will become R minus 1. A and A will get cancelled because they are non-zero. R into R minus 1 is equal to R. That's it. R square minus R minus 1. Value will come minus 1 minus root 5 by 2 and finished. That's it. Okay. So
Yes.
that's 1 minus root 5 by 2 and 1 plus root 5 by 2. 1 plus root 5 by 2, it cannot. 1 minus root 5 by 2. 1 minus root 5 by 2 is around 0.62. 0.62 minus 0.62 is around minus 1. I mean, it's a simple question. In my opinion, this question can be termed as moderate. Had it been a slightly more difficult, it could be difficult because it also asks you a concept of greatest integer function, which can be tricky if there's a minus decimal is there.
I am
Minus
I am simply going to say that I am going to eliminate option 2 and 3, C and D.
yes, 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 yes.
R is less
Because
than 1. So greatest integer function cannot be.
सामने लिखा हुआ
Hmm.
है. Very nice, Ishan. Very nice. This is a tough
This
one.
one.
This is a tough
So
one. You can just, if you want, I have taught you in trigonometry, a sine x plus b cos x ka maximum value is minus under root a square plus b square and plus under root b square. So in this, 2 minus 1 and minus 2 minus 1 will be two values of gx, minimum and maximum. If you know that, then this question is not tough.
Sharad sir, can we do something like this?
Now that's what I've told them already. That
Hmm.
this is the value of this. I have told them already, which is 2 and minus 2. So maximum value of this will be, which you have written, Shashank, root 3 cos x plus sin x. Maximum value of root 3 cos x plus sin x is 2
Root 3 is
and minimum value is
cos 2
minus 2. Maximum is 2
and minimum is minus 2.
minus 2. This was the crux which they are asking. Now, fx is nothing but 1 by 2 or mod आपको और add करना पड़ेगा. So,
Yes.
fog function will be 1 by 2. Mod पहले लिखो, fog is equal to mod 1 by 2
For
is
1 by
equal
2.
to mod पहले बाहर लगा मैं, mod के अंदर 1 by 2 into bracket
Mhm.
bracket 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1. This is the maximum value.
So that is going to be 1 by 2.
1 by 2. So greatest integer function of that will be 0.
0.
There will be minimum value also. 1 by 2, write the next one, is equal to also 1 by 2 mod 1 by 2 into mod bahar bracket minus, wonderful, you have got it now, which is
Minus 3 by
minus
2.
3 by 2.
So that is going to be 3 by 2.
3 by 2. So 1 will come. So first
So
is the
0.
answer. It is difficult, but if you
It
know
is,
your concepts well, you will rock.
yes.
But it's a difficult one. This is the
Equivalence.
easiest one. Equality is the equivalence function. Finished. Reflexive, because x is equal to y, x is equal to x. Symmetric, x is equal to y is equal to x. Transitive, because x is equal to y is equal to z, then x has to be equal to z. Finished. X is equal to y is a x minus y is equal to 0 लिखा होना चाहिए. C is the answer. इसमें थोड़ा misprint है. This is 0. Equality is the equivalence relation. This is the easiest question.
X equal to y.
But you
Yes.
know what is equivalence relation.
Even if I don't know equivalence, I will mark x equal to x minus y equal to 0.
Yes, because
ये x
equal
equal to y में
equivalence.
सारे function तो बन ही जाएंगे.
Right.
I think this question is repeated.
This
Yeah.
question is got repeated.
Yasin has traveled from city A to B. He traveled the first 1/5 of the distance at 10. Next 3/20th distance at 15, remaining distance. So what I am going to say that in this question, if I'm going to solve this question, so we
20
are talking
kilometer
about
distance.
1/5, 1/20th. Okay, so
320.
I'm going to assume a distance that is multiple of this. So
20.
I'm going to assume that distance is 200. Then I'm going to start. And once I'm going to start, I'm going to get the answer because all the options as denominator is 20.
Shashank, I have done with 20 because option I've seen everything is talking a part of 20. So I've taken distance as 20. That is also an approach. 200 is
That is
also
also.
cool.
29, the decorative lights are hung equidistantly.
ये बहुत
77.
आसान है. This is very simple, in my opinion, but I don't know. Let us see. From a student point of view, it can get tricky because they will not know circle का property, circumference पे angle और center पे angle. That is where they can get confused.
So basically, the
If you
property is the chord subtends the same angle on the circumference, and that angle is theta. This is theta. So on the center, it makes an angle of 2 theta.
correct. And if it is an equilateral triangle, which it is in this case, because arcs are of simple length, so if I draw a perpendicular from center on the chord, if I draw perpendicular from the center of the chord, it will be theta and theta, which is 60 degree. These are equilateral triangle. Why equilateral? Because I think they are equidistant. Chords are equidistant. Somewhere written 3 decorative lights are hung
Equidistant.
equidistantly. So if the arcs are same length, so chord also will be of same length. Arc matlab A to B, B to C, and C to A. These are of same length.
Right.
And
Now,
radius is given as 15.
so radius.
Which we
So
always
this is
tell you have
15.
to remember only two triangles: 45, 45, 90, 30, 60, 90, and your life is solved for aptitude program.
And this is opposite to 90, it is 15. So opposite to 60, opposite to 30, it is going to be 7.5. So it is going to be 7.5 root 3.
The 7.5 answer है.
कैसे होगा? What is the perpendicular distance of the wire connecting the? अच्छा, तो 7.5 यही distance पूछा है इस wire से.
Moderate, easy to moderate.
Easy to moderate. Now this is
sleeve. Just get away from there. Boss, इसका A will be 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. बाप रे बाप. A square फिर A cube by And there is a property of Hermitian matrices which nobody will know. So this question, in my opinion, is difficult to do unless and until you know a jugaad method in this, which I don't.
Uh, this is going to be
Three, four,
three,
five,
four. Uh, this is going to
five,
be
five, five,
five,
and this
and
is
this
going to be
is
six. It is a
six.
matrix, not determinant. Huh?
It is a matrix.
Uh,
इसका वैल्यू जीरो नहीं आएगा क्या? अच्छा नहीं, इसका
matrix है.
वैल्यू जीरो, मैट्रिक्स का वैल्यू
KLM.
जीरो
You
नहीं.
have to find KLM.
हाँ
Matrix does
सुनो,
not have any value. Matrix
हाँ
से associated determinants have values.
हाँ मैट्रिक्स का वैल्यू नहीं है. हाँ ठीक है. सो आई हैव टू कैलकुलेट ए क्यूब. या आई डोंट डू.
That's why I say get lost. I'll not do.
I can't do
There's a
a cube.
there's a property of polynomial of matrices, but which is neither here nor there. This question is not
So,
doable.
sir, if you wish, you would like to tell this to students, then I think everyone will be grateful. That particular property.
Uh, that I don't remember if there's a polynomial, then this a cube का कुछ property होता है minus k a square minus lambda a uh, plus nu a.
कुछ
That
गंदा सा
property
प्रॉपर्टी है, नहीं करेंगे,
there's some
छोड़.
Ganda property which I don't remember currently. I can tell you the traditional method. You find a square will be 29, 38, 47,
नहीं
38,
नहीं नहीं नहीं
47,
नहीं नहीं
66.
नहीं.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
I don't want to solve one question in 15 minutes and after
हाँ,
that say, कि
अभी
पेपर
टाइम
खराब.
अभी अभी टाइम एंड वर्क बाकी है.
I think we
अभी टाइम
time
एंड
and
वर्क
work
बाकी है क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन करना नहीं है तो टाइम बच गया. तो टाइम एंड वर्क which was a doable question,
lengthy
lengthy
question.
question, I'll do that.
So basically we can do that, and I think this is it for the paper, and I
Come to
hope.
that final come to that final slide where we have done an analysis of quant. That is side with which we leave 22 question. There were four. There were how many easy question? Four easy question, eight moderate question, and uh, around
Just reading
eight
it.
and 10 difficult questions. Right, 4, 8, 10. So what we are saying, you could attempt around 12 odd question in this with getting around 3 to 4 wrong. And better, I think, more subdued kind of a assumption would be doing 10 questions and getting 2 wrong.
So everything is dependent on time, how much time you have. Now, I would like to take a couple of questions that students are asking. That is, Nishtula is asking sectional cutoffs. So basically, Nishtula, we have absolutely no clue that whether they are going to have sectional cutoff. But if they are giving you sectional time limit, then more likely they are also going to have sectional cutoffs as well. Now, Noor is saying that should we practice integration? I would say why not? Because this is sample paper and they have asked questions on differentiation, so more likely they can ask something on integration as well. And Sharat sir, this is something for you. Shubhang has asked that what should be the prep strategy for the final week.
Prep strategy, in my opinion, not much you can do on VA, not much you can do on quant. I think you should focus 40% of your energy in doing LR questions, especially alphanumeric. Please revise it and do blood relations also, and do some circular arrangement questions also because those are in vogue. Do that, take a mock, take 1 or 2 mocks. And in quant, in my opinion, if you having videos, there is no harm in revising some higher maths video of uh, statistics and integration, because those are the topics I think where you will be slightly low on confidence. So this is my magic pill for coming 8 days. 1 or 2 mocks, focus on LR, and maybe integration and statistics. See videos at a 2x speed.
Uh, Ed Sheeran is asking something.
What are the best sources to practice question on higher level for this? Higher maths, if you're asking, NCRT exemplar, in my opinion, is a good source. That is easily available on your website. You can, download the PDFs and do questions from there.
So Noor, I would say that yes, why not? So basically, if you are stop reading English, then whatever you know, you are going to forget in the exam. The What Siddharth sir has said, what Sharad sir has said, that you shouldn't stop doing English. It's the time is less. You can't improve exponentially in English, but you can't stop studying English, because still you are going to get 15 questions in English. So our expectation is study a little bit, focus more on your analytical reasoning, so that you can maximize your score there. But if you stop reading, is stop practicing English, your score will drop over there. So we are not saying that stop doing maths and stop doing English. We are saying that one particular section where a score can be maximized, if you are very comfortable in analytical reasoning, then why not? Why not spend more time in English and mathematics? But if you are not very comfortable with analytical reasoning, then I would say spend more time. It's not all the time; it's more time. Sir, what do you say on this?
हाँ भाई 40% बोला क्या 60% टाइम क्या चिल करते रहोगे नेटफ्लिक्स देखोगे
Uh,
40% of your study time LR. If you think LR you're super duper and you need time in maybe English, VRC or in quant, then why not spend your more time in quant? I'm generally taking a average kind of a student whom I meet in class. I think return on investment or return on effort will be higher in last week in LR.
and this is should we study slope and tangent? I think if you know differentiation, then slope and tangents are nothing much. That is, differentiation itself is slope. Sharad sir, what do you say?
I think you can pray to God and simply leave this because I don't think they are they're not knowing what NCRT has and what NCRT does not have. Uh, NCRT has removed this chapter, slope of tangent and slope of normal, but do two three lines which Shashank sir has said. Slope of tangent is dy by dx, and slope of normal is minus 1 by slope of tangent. You may just know these two lines and your syllabus is complete. I think there is a very less chance that they will ask question from slope of tangent and slope of normal as it is not in your NCRT class 12 syllabus. But knowing this Sasankshars two lines might save you blushes in an actual examination. Good Shashank, very nice.
Uh, so, Shivang, the real paper is going to be the similar difficulty.
ये तो
No one
एस्ट्रोलॉजी वाली
knows.
बात है.
So, no one knows. So, our expectation is it is going to be a little more difficult than this one. But, excuse me, but who knows?
No guesses, Vihan. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yes. Uh, and I think that's it. Let's wind up. It's already 11 o'clock. So I hope to see you people soon. I think we are going to analyze one paper on Monday. So let's meet on Monday. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night. Good night, Shashank. Good night, all the kids. Prepare well. Don't worry. Everybody's in the same type of a boat. So, same level of difficulty, same level of uncertainty. I'm sure you will do well. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.
And one more thing, I am typing my number in the chat box. If you have any issue, just give me a call. Someone called me a few days back. I couldn't pick up. When I called back, that person didn't pick up. So, so these might issues you can face. My name is Shashank. So that's it.
You can type my number also, Shashank. Nine five six
Yes,
zero 140002
9560
14
14
triple zero
triple zero.
2.
This is Sharat sir's number. So just give me a call. Fine.
Okay. Good night, guys. Bye.